Hey everyone, I'm Will, and today I will be reviewing the movie A Few Good Men. A Few Good Men, based off a play originally by Aaron Sorkin, is what we would consider an older movie, which was made back in 1992. The movie was directed by Rob Reiner, who also did things such as When Harry Met Sally and Sleepless in Seattle, which were also made around the same time. If you were going to watch something, many of you would count this one out because of initial appearances, but trust me, it is not one to count out. A Few Good Men is a courtroom military drama where Lieutenant Daniel Kaffee and his team of lawyers, Sam Weinberg and Joanne Galloway, have to defend a near impossible case. And that impossible case is proving the innocence of two Marines they're assigned to, Loudon Downey and Harold Dawson, of murder on their fellow Marine, William Santiago. According to the evidence, it is undisputed that these two Marines physically killed William Santiago. The Marines were stationed in Guantanamo Bay when Santiago violated the chain of command and punishment was given to him, but the punishment was accidentally taken too far. When Kaffee is assigned to the case, he believes that they have no chance at all and is willing to sign a plea bargain with the prosecution. I mean, who wouldn't? It's two Marines who clearly murdered another Marine. But along comes his higher ranking lawyer, Joanne Galloway, who believes there's a lot more than what's on the surface. After a lot of hard work and deep digging, Joanne Galloway finds out that Colonel Nathan R. Jessup, played by Jack Nicholson, ordered a code red on William Santiago as punishment for breaking the chain of command. The fate of the two Marines are now in the hands of Lieutenant Kaffee and his team, whose only shot at proving their innocence is proving that Jessup ordered the code red. Now, since Dawson and Downey are in the Marine Corps, they're supposed to follow all orders that are given to them, so Jessup orders the code red on Santiago. They have no choice but to follow. Kaffee proves that Jessup ordered the code red, Dawson and Downey don't go to jail, Jessup goes to jail instead, everything's good. But it's not that simple. Going up the chain of command is very risky and can get you severely punished. With the high risks involved, Kaffee needs almost a guarantee before he can go after Jessup in the courtroom and take him down. Jessup knows this and he is using the superiority to his advantage. Which, although bad, but it is a very smart move for Jessup. Kaffee's gonna take him down! Lieutenant Kaffee is this young, arrogant hotshot of a lawyer, played by Tom Cruise. Throughout this case, Kaffee almost acts as if this case was personal to him and fights with a fire in his eyes. Personally, I think Lieutenant Kaffee is the perfect role for Tom Cruise because they are both strong people and they are fueled by the pressure situations. It is almost hard not to believe that Tom Cruise is actually Lieutenant Kaffee. Tom Cruise is a pleasure to watch because of his confidence in the courtroom and his all or nothing manner. He has to go with his all or nothing manner because if he does not get Jessup where he wants him to, then he will be severely punished. The final scene of the movie is by far the best when it all comes down to Kaffee questioning Jessup. He thunders away at him, trying to get him to crack. He has chosen to go for the win, even though the chances are very, very slim. Jack Nicholson is perfect for the role of Colonel Jessup. Jessup, an older, high-ranking Marine officer who wants nothing but respect for what he does and asks for nothing in return. Nicholson is an older, more skilled actor who does not seem rocked by the young talent of Tom Cruise and Lieutenant Kaffee. Nicholson owns this character because he believes that he is always right, and to a corrupt military mind that only Kaffee will question, he has a very good chance of putting this case away without being touched. Part of his arrogance is that he feels he is always right and can take matters into his own hands. Nicholson acts egotistical because of his superiority, which gives him power throughout the whole movie. So it sounds like Jack Nicholson is a very hard character to take down. But fortunately, Kaffee has the perfect team to do that. I'm specifically talking about Joanne Galloway, played by Demi Moore, who is smart, witty, and pays very close attention to detail. Although Kaffee is very smart, Joanne Galloway brings a different kind of smarts to the table. Analytical smarts. She has this knack for catching things in the data that Kaffee can't, and was also the one that originally suggested the idea that Jessup may have ordered the code red. Galloway is a key component to the group, just like Kaffee. They balance each other out. Kaffee has the more arrogant, courtroom skills and is able to intimidate and question the witnesses, whereas Galloway does not possess those skills or the confidence to do that in the courtroom, but possesses more of the analytical side, where she can find things in the data that Kaffee can't and get information that is needed that Kaffee may miss. Now for the movie elements. There's not much more you could say other than the film and directing were executed very, very well. Reiner, who has done movies all over the spectrum, really captures the true essence of the courtroom drama. The way the camera angles and the lighting are structured, it makes you feel as if you're actually present at the trial, as opposed to an awkward camera view as if you were in the way of everything. Reiner also does a great job of not making the characters the entire focus of the film. What he does is he makes you think about your values. Thinking is good, right? But when watching a movie, you don't want to be like this guy, or end up questioning your own values, or anything too heavy. Instead, it may get you out of your comfort zone just a little bit. The movie has you back and forth emotionally between both sides and which one you like more. But then a twist at the end will eventually have you siding with the Marines. It gets you to think about honor and values and life from a different perspective through someone else's eyes. Nominated for 4 Academy Awards and 5 Golden Globes, A Few Good Men is still considered one of the top 10 movies of all time by many people. All in all, I would say this is definitely a must-go see. It should be on everyone's movie bucket list. So if you're looking for a good thriller, a great movie, and an amazing time, you should check out A Few Good Men. It's got my vote.